Hi, hello, hello. How are you guys? Sound check. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I don't think the game has any sound right now, but if you can hear it, great. If not, let me know when there is sound. Hi, Say. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? I hope you've been having a good day. Mm. I am hoping to finish Storyteller today, which is why I started the game. I started stream earlier than I usually do because I wanted to see if I could finish Storyteller. Mm, okay. Good day, easy work day. Honestly, me too. It was a lot of the same task over and over, but I didn't mind it because the task itself had like various like different aspects to it that had me, you know, doing different things even though it's the same task. I don't know if that makes sense. But if if it was the same task over and over that had the same steps for everything, that would be a little bit of a downer. But today, I think today I had a good work day. Mm. I even um I even ended up dusting today on my lunch break. I ended up dusting. Guys, remember to dust your windowsills because windowsills get very dusty. Oh my gosh. I've seen something online where people were like, "Oh, you should remember to clean your walls because your walls get dusty." And I was like, "What? Aren't walls vertical?" But yes, I think overall I had a good day. The weather was nice. Um yeah, it was they do. It's kind of shocking because sometimes I'm like, what do you mean the wall gets dirty? You know, like it's vertical. And then I saw a video of someone cleaning the walls and they would wipe down their walls and like whatever it was they were using something that was like a sponge on a stick and the sponge got really dirty and I was like, "Oh, oh no, dusting this weekend." Oh, yeah, if you collect stuff, I'm guessing like the dusting thing takes a lot more time. It's kind of one of the reasons why I get a little scared of collecting stuff because I know that I'm going to end up having to dust it all. But I still have figurines and stuff. I haven't dusted those off yet because I need to make time to dust those off. But it also gives us a good excuse to, you know, rearrange the bookshelves and stuff. So, the king, chapter 1, noxious. But yeah, cyclic mutual love toxic love affair. Okay. Oh shoot. Uh the- Finding out makeup brushes. I've heard that like buying some like makeup brushes and like paint brushes and stuff to clean off like the little itty stuff. I used to have like Legos or you know like off-brand Legos and having to clean Legos, holy cow. All those little nooks and crannies, holy. So finding out that people use brushes like uh and what is it called? Like the canned air? I think canned air is also very useful for stuff like that. Mm, mutually toxic love affair. So if they're in love and then they get toxic and then one of them has amnesia. Wait, did I even work? I think I worked on this last time and I wasn't able to figure this out. And then love again? No. Right, because he's still mad at her. Mm, no. So they'll probably have to both forget and then fall in love again. There we go. Oh wait, no, fight and then they fight again. There we go. Ow. I want to get back into Lego. Oh, I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Hold on. But yeah, I want to get back into Lego. I think I mentioned that before. It's just that Lego's so expensive. But my mom, I think it's apparently Costco sells Lego sets now. I didn't know that. But then again, I don't usually go into the toy aisle of Costco or anything. I don't have a membership. um, but my mom went and she found a Lego, like it was one of the botanical series, and she bought one and she sent me a picture, and I was like, "Hey, does it come with a vase?" And she thought it came with a vase. It didn't, which is kind of a bummer. But then again, in this economy, giving us a free vase, insane. There we go. Hi, Bella. How are you? You've arrived. Welcome.
Double execution.
How was your day? What a cute little model. Thank you. Okay, it's kind of weird, but for some reason, I need someone to explain this to me, someone who's like techie and stuff. But using my live 2D models, like my cookie model, using my live 2D model, for some reason, it causes my computer to be a lot it runs a lot cooler when I'm using my live 2D model. I would have thought that using my PNG was going to make it so that wait, where the king takes revenge. There we go. It takes a lot less for my computer to handle my live 2D models than it does for my PNGs, which is crazy because like with a live 2D I can move around a lot more, whereas PNG is literally just a picture. You would think that, I don't know, or at least I would think that being just a PNG would be, you know, a lot easier for my computer to handle, but I guess not. But I guess it depends on the program. Like usually every time you guys hear me complaining about the heat in my room while I'm streaming, I have my PNG, but I noticed that when I'm using like my cookie model and stuff, my room gets a lot less warm, which is great. My favorite Lego set, the I really want the what is it? The 100-year celebration camera. The camera's really cool. But in the past I had which one did I have? I think I had a couple of like it wasn't any of like the big ones. I really want a big one because the more pieces there are to a puzzle, the more fun I have with it. But there was a time where I really wanted the Hogwarts castle, but like I love Harry Potter. I love the series. The author, yeah. So I think recently I've fallen a little bit out of love with the series. So now I kind of really want the Disney 100-year camera one. You had a pretty bad day? Oh no! I'm glad that seeing the stream makes you feel better. Hopefully the rest of your day goes better, the rest of your week. Hopefully the rest of your year goes better. Yeah, the author... It sucks. It sucks. But luckily, I mean, I have kind of been falling out of love with, you know, with the series. Even kind of, you know, I have all the books. Luckily, I thrifted them all. Oh, 100%. I am definitely more of a Percy Jackson girl. I love Percy Jackson so much. OG Percy Jackson. I remember waiting for Heroes of Olympus to come out. I even remember waiting for Mark of Athena, because I think that one was the one where, spoilers, where Percy and Annabeth were supposed to reunite, and I remember waiting so long for that book to come out. What am I supposed to do? So let's say this guy kidnaps the... Oops. This guy kidnaps the queen. And then... Okay, no. In the kidnap scene, he rescues the queen. And then execute... she ends up executing him, which is great. And then in terms of an affair, she then sees these two... No. These two having an affair? Never mind. These two having an affair, and then now he's mad, and then he wants to kill him and her. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. Favorite Percy book? It's gotta be book 1. It's gotta be book 1. Book 1... Well, actually, no. Book 1 and book 5. Book 1 and book 5.
Rags to royalty.
Book 1 because it started off the entire journey, and then book 5, The Last Olympian. I feel like that was such a good ending to like the whole story. The only thing about Percy Jackson that I'm a little about, which I totally understand because it is, you know, basically a children's novel, I guess you could say. I don't remember what the age range was. Is that I wish that I wish they touched a bit more on like the aftermath of the battles, because even though they're demigods and they're used to the whole battle and stuff, you know, surely seeing all your friends pass away, eaten, and then going from battle after battle, that's gotta, you know. Rags to royalty. Isn't that where the sequels come in? You mean like the aftermath of the battles? Okay, the books that I didn't read were Trials of Apollo, and I didn't read the Nico and whatever after the Nico and Will books. So rags to royalty, I feel like there's got to be a wedding where they marry. I feel like, I don't know, she needs to kidnap her. Oh wait, no, but she's not going to kidnap. Why is there a kidnap scene? The heck? Why is there a kidnap scene? Okay, so she sees that, and then she executes her? No, she executes him. And then, I don't know, she rescues her from being kidnapped. Oh! This. And then she kills, and then she takes revenge. Wait, I'm confused. If you guys have read Percy Jackson, who is your favorite character outside of, Percy? Because I feel like Percy would be everyone's favorite character, but who would be your favorite character after Percy? Okay, so I'm missing two. Tyson is a great answer. He's so adorable. Nico is also great. His character arcs, the way he went from like the cute, innocent little boy to the angsty, revenge-driven, angsty teenager to hero to everything. Nico's great. I love Nico. Nico really saved the day in so many. Oopsie, what did I just drop? In so many areas of the story. Maybe it's the model. Maybe Percy is my. He would totally. I just love Percy Jackson a lot. Okay. Okay. No, actually, if there's an affair, wedding. So they're married. She catches him having an affair. So she kills him. But now she's missing him. So like maybe she shouldn't die. Like, can it be like this? No, because then she's friends. No. Okay, so she puts him in jail, and then she rescues him. Why is she mad? And then they execute her, and then they marry. Yay! Honestly, this queen in this entire series has been a bit of a jerk. Machiavelli.
Rules alone.
Okay, I feel like he's gonna end up marrying her, and then he ends up kicking her off a cliff. I feel like this is gonna happen somewhere. I don't know where, but this is gonna happen. But I think it's gonna start with these two. Maybe an affair, maybe. So I think it's gonna start with these two. And then he kidnaps her. Maybe not. He kidnaps him. Where is this gonna go? Where is this gonna go? They're married. He needs to rule alone. What's the maid doing here? And then he kills her. No. Dang, why is everyone in love with the king? Wouldn't he kill the king? So like this? Okay. Kidnaps her, marries... No. What the heck? What the hecky? He needs to rule though. How the heck? I feel like he needs to marry her somehow. He needs to marry her, but what's gonna get her to marry him? This? So he kidnaps her. And then... But he wants to marry her. Do 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 do. I found out the other day that my friend doesn't know what this she doesn't know what that tune was from. Do 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 do. Hi Onyx! First time seeing this game. This is my second time streaming it, and honestly, hopefully this is going to be the last time. Not because I don't like it, but hopefully I don't have to end it short, you know? You recognize it? It's the Jeopardy theme song. The Jeopardy tune. In school, whenever we had a quiz, there was this one teacher who would always put that music on whenever we were doing like, you know, like the last whatever of a quiz. And oh my gosh, it would drive my blood pressure insane. Like, imagine you're already on a time crunch trying to finish this quiz, and then your teacher starts playing do 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 do, and you know that you're about to run out of time. Like, just imagine that. Oh my god. I feel like we had a similar puzzle here before. Da, 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 da. Okay. What if she gets kidnapped and then he marries her? Oh, no, I tried that already. Hi, Sire! Hello, hello! I am trying to figure out how to kill off 3 people so that the traitor will have the crown. All the puzzles are just canon events in the same kingdom? Oh my gosh. Wait, what would the rationale be to have the same queen, king, and baron? Considering, like, you know, some of them die, right? So like, whee! Wait, will he still have a broken heart if I do this? Oh no, so he falls in love, so now she has a crown. And then can he kill off more people? Wait, where would the kidnap come in to play? And then can he kill her too? Dang! Okay, that's how he goes around killing off everyone. You're just the poor townsfolk. How does it... You know, sometimes... Okay, I love NPC stories. Sometimes I want to... I have no confidence. Like, I have all these ideas. I just never put them on paper because I lose steam. But how fun would it be to either write a story or, like, you know, read a story where the entire thing is from the POV of the NPCs, of like the outsiders. I love reading outsider POV in fanfiction. It's so entertaining. But imagine an entire story written in the like multi-chapter story written in the POV of someone who doesn't know what the heck is going on. Yeah, stories like that they're so much fun to read. And every time I think about writing something like that, I never know what genre to keep it, because it would be so interesting to have it from like a fantasy point of view. And then and then other times I'm like, what if it's like a modern day POV of something? But I think fantasy would be more fun, because then you get to see like magic and everything. From an everyday man's perspective. Yep. There's this artist on, I don't know if they're on Twitter or whatever, but I've seen it on Instagram, where they do drawings where like dragons are an everyday occurrence. So I think it was a she. I'll just use they. So they would just do little drawings of like everyday inconveniences of having dragons around. So like you're going through a drive-through, but a dragon decided that it was going to take a nap on top of the fast food restaurant, and its tail is now blocking the drive-through. Bernard drinks poison. And then he sees her. Oh, okay, I got this. No, he needs to come back. He needs to turn back to human, and then he realizes what the heck he's done, and then he drinks the friggin' poison. Oh. He realizes that, oh shoot, that's kind of graphic. And then he drinks the poison. There we go. Better love story than Twilight. There are a few visual novels from that perspective. That's awesome. Honestly, it's such a fun perspective. Among Us body. Oh my gosh, I didn't even clock that. Yes. He Among Us'd her.
Pet comes back to life to enact revenge.
What? What? Is the dog gonna fall in love with its owner? Or like, is... Oh my gosh, can she fall in love with her dog? No. Okay, that would be kind of really creepy. What?! I hope that's a platonic love. I hope this is a platonic love. Okay, so that... And then she's jealous of a freaking dog and... Oh no! I don't like this story. This story has so many red flags in it. Holy cow. Okay, there we go. At least the dog gets revenge. Holy cow. Realistic Twilight. Side characters focused story that takes place in Twilight. What are their names? Like, one of them was like... Okay, I didn't know. I found it really interesting that one of the side characters who played one of the side... Restart! One of the actors who played a side character in Twilight, he was actually part of Ryan Higa's music video group, BGA. That was really interesting to know. He just notices all the weird things that threw me. Like in Twilight, yeah, Twilight gets into some really crazy stuff. I would love a story from Charlie's point of view, Bella's dad, like he just gets daughter. His daughter comes to live with him, and suddenly she starts hanging out with like, you know, the beautiful outcast sparkly people. Well, he doesn't know they're sparkly, but outcast people. And suddenly, like, I don't know, like one of the, I'm pretty sure he runs off, and then she runs off, and then Jacob runs off, and then she comes back, and then he comes back, and then they break up again. Like, just imagine Twilight from the dad's point of view. I feel like it would be very angsty. Okay. Good doggo. I'm glad you got your revenge.
Queen gets Baron arrested.
Oh, again? How does she get him arrested though? Oopsie. How though? Where? My old manager was really into Twilight. I don't know why I needed to tell you guys that. I just thought it was very interesting that people are still really into Twilight now. Even after like all the people like, you know, making fun of it and stuff. I think it's really cool that some people are still really into it. Sure thing, Bella. Oh, there was, shoot, I'm going to need to see if I can find it online, but it's like the funniest thing. Hold up. Where is it? I saw a clip of it, and I think you guys would get a good crack out of it. I love comedy. But basically it was I think this group of actors decided to do like a parody stage play. Oh, Dusk. It's called Dusk. But it's a parody of Twilight. And it's like a very super 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 sorry. I was drinking some water and it got stuck. But yes, it's on YouTube. If you search up Dusk musical on YouTube, it's like a low budget stage play parody of Twilight. Your oldest sister liked Twilight? When did I last read Twilight? I think I read Twilight I actually don't remember. Was it in elementary school or high school? I can't remember which um when I was reading it. I do remember even when I was reading it, the last book was kind of weird. The whole Jacob and Renesmee thing was really, really freaking weird. And the way they tried to explain it away, like, oh, Renesmee just grows up faster. It's like, okay, but that's still weird. That's still creepy. Oops. No, I wanted to do this one, and him. And then this, and then maybe they talk about it. Hmm. Or maybe no. Here and here. Was there a book that tells the story from Edward's POV? I think it was probably it was the newer book, right? It came like years after, because I think Stephanie Meyer was writing that book way back then, and then she released it years later after all the hype was over. I think. Nessie, you named my daughter after the Loch Ness monster? Yes. Yes. Hi, trailer. Hello, hello. How does she get him arrested, though? I was kind of surprised. I think I don't remember which convention it was, but I saw. Sorry, my throat's still a little bit. I saw kind of like a promotion for a convention, and I was surprised that I think they were promoting that one of the actresses from Twilight was gonna be there, and I was just surprised because like obviously there are still fans of Twilight. I was just surprised that, you know, it would still be relevant enough for them to be invited to cons. I feel like I could say the same thing about like Pokemon or something, you know? But I feel like, you know, at least Pokemon is still running. I don't know if there's anything Twilight that's still ongoing, unless I'm wrong, which I could be. So he puts this away and then you know, now that I think about it, Twilight was very Romeo and Juliet, wasn't it? Like, I don't remember which book it was, but I can't remember. Wasn't it like Bella broke up with Edward or something, or Edward broke up with Bella, or Bella got hurt or something, and then instead of acting like the centuries-old vampire that Edward was, he decided to try to commit, you know, self-deletion. I feel like it needs to end with this. So I feel like I'm missing a panel here. I feel like I'm missing a panel here. What is going to lead? The queen gets the baron arrested. So like, but But she's not gonna be able to, like, she doesn't know what the heck's going on. Okay, so maybe not that. Here? Oh my lord. Okay. So he investigates and then he arrests. And technically the queen still gets the Baron arrested because she's the one who reported it. Okay, I thought it had to be like the queen gets the Baron arrested, like she was the one who like witnessed everything. It was like, the Baron did it, you know? Wording.
Cured of vampirism.
The whole premise of Edward, he... you can tell from the entire Twilight series that Edward's way of dealing with problems is avoidance. He's the avoidant type. Okay, cute. Like, first book, he runs into Bella and he runs away to like Alaska or something. I don't remember this. I don't remember what happens in the next few books. What on earth? Okay, maybe cured of vampirism. So maybe he... Okay. And they're both dead. Okay. Okay, maybe not. How do you cure someone of vampirism? You know, this puzzle is so... This puzzle knew what we were talking about. He ran over to Timbuktu just to avoid his problems. Just like me, for real, for real. Yes, this puzzle. Oh my gosh, I just noticed. Like, it took me too long to realize that this was about vampires, and we were just talking about vampires. Okay, how do you cure someone with vampirism? Cure, according to Edward, you can't. And therefore you should delete yourself. So he bites her. And then... what exactly is supposed to happen next? Oh, wait. Are we supposed to kill? Hold up. Am I supposed to kill them? Like that? Night? What? Oh, actually, maybe like this? There we go. But that's not really curing someone of vampirism, is it? But I guess this is the Edward ways out. And then he's like, okay. Oh. Right, because I think there's like some lore about like vampires where if you kill the sire, like the people they bit before gets healed too or something, right? So I think that's what it was. So I guess that's how they made what they mean by cured of vampirism.
Monster is slain.
Yeah. You see at least Edward went with you know, self cancellation, not sire cancellation. If you went with sire cancellation, I feel like there would have been a riot in the family. Okay, first of all, you have this guy and then he turns into this. How do you guys, you know? Okay, Bernard's a werewolf then. Okay. Dad jokes on tap. It just on demand. Why did I say on tap? On demand? On tap? On request? Oh yeah, we were just talking about Twilight too, and now we have Bella, and we have werewolves, we have vampires. It's all coming full circle, everyone. What happens if I put these two together? Oh, this is kind of cute. He's scared of the weird crocodile. What if I do something more like this? No. Here? No. How about over here like this? No. 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 The monster is slain. Okay, and then we take off the disguise and... Oh! There we go! And then you go out into the forest and then you... Cow! Man, why is the Baron the good guy here? Chapter 13, Narcissus. Narcissus, Oedipus, Hamlet. I don't know who Salome is. I could have it so the Baron dies? Oh, you're right. I could. Hold up. Hold up.
Monster is...
Oh, the dragon dies. There's a second part. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay. I could do this. You're right. Oh my gosh. Turn him back and then tell him. Wait, how? Oh, there we go. He is scared of this. And then there we go. Oh my gosh, you're right. Good to know that it has a happy ending.
The mirror praises everyone.
Peachy, Haiti, and Froggy. Narcissus. Okay, so there we go. It hates everyone. And then Haiti can push Peachy off? No. The mirror praises everyone though. Start off with praising Peachy. And then... What on earth? But I only have 2 scenes. What can these 2 scenes do? Like that? Oh, shoot. Okay. And then how do I get him to like the frog? Ribbit. Boo. No? Okay. Oh, actually. There we go. I forgot that ghost can scare people off the... I gave myself the hint.
Hateful murders father and marries mother.
What? Oh, this is Oedipus. This is the Oedipus chapter. Flip. That's Oedipus for you. Yep. I forgot that this chapter was Oedipus. Oh gosh. I feel like I should have known. I should have known just from reading that title. I feel like, okay. Tiny and Peachy are married. I'm your mother. I'm your father. And then Haiti. What? Okay, maybe Haiti tries to marry mother, but they're married. So, like, hello, boo? How do I get them? How do I get Haiti to hate his father enough to push him off a cliff? This is still wild though. So, I'm your mother, I'm your father. They still get married. How do I... How do I... Oh, maybe I can do this. Oh, there we go. Katie. Oh, shoot. There we go. What? No? Oh, wait, no. How about this? And then this. And then... this. And this. You just read this. If we read the original story, he didn't know the man he killed was his father until afterwards. You know, but clearly here they do. I am your mother. You listen to me. Da, 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 da. And then Haiti marries... Okay, no. No. Where does this go? Star Wars reference? I mean, I am your father could be, but I don't know what it would be here. I'm Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I've never watched Mr. Peabody and Sherman. So, unfortunately, I actually don't know what you're talking about. I've heard of it, though. To be honest, there's a lot of movies I haven't watched. Half Man, Half for All Judgment. No, I haven't. I am your mother. I am your father. I am your mother. Okay, so I think it changes depending on which one I put, I think. Wait, no. Can It's very heartwarming. I love heartwarming movies. I'll take a look into it. Kids movie. I love kids movie. I'm more down for that than I am horror. Hmm. I am your father. I am your mother. And then marriage? No. Marriage? Flip. I feel like if it's a movie thing, it's gotta be either on Discord or like just he doesn't know it's his mother. What? So they get married before knowing? Like this? Oh, nice. Good job, Bella. So mother and father get married. I am your father. So you're mad because you can't marry him. Da, 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 and then da, da, da. So what? You guys got married without knowing? That's crazy. Imagine you're how unclose do you have to be to your parents for them to marry someone and you not realizing that they are married to your father when you get married to them? Like what like what the Oh, so this follows the actual Oedipus story. To be honest, I actually don't know the actual story of Oedipus. I know of like Oedipus complex. Like I had to, you know, I did projects on Sigmund Freud, Oedipus complexes and stuff, but I don't know the actual story of Oedipus. He didn't know his mother and father. Wait, so was he raised by the village then? The hometown? Good job, Bella. Big brain.
Tiny murders brother to avenge his father.
Hamlet.
Tiny murders brother to avenge
I don't remember much about Hamlet either. I read this back in high school. Shoot. But then he falls in love with the woman that he's certain he avoided the man he thought was his father and the woman he thought was his. I'm gonna have to search up Oedipus. I'm gonna have to search this up. Oh joy! First thing that shows up is he was tragic. Yes. His name means swollen foot. Dang. Can you imagine? But then again, there are worse things to be named after, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this later. Fight. Haiti fights. And then he pushes his father. No, he doesn't push his father off a cliff. Insane. Seance. Okay, I'm going to need. How do I get them to push each other off? How do I get them to push him off a cliff? What happens in Hamlet again? I don't remember what happens in Hamlet. Everyone dies at the end. Yes, I remember that everyone dies in Hamlet. But I don't remember what was the lead up. I know Lady Macbeth was, I know Macbeth had the off damn spot monologue, but that's about it. Wasn't Hamlet and Macbeth both tragedies? Tiny murders his brother to avenge his father. Wait, was I paying attention to names earlier? So family tree, Tiny, and I'm gonna put Greeny as his brother, which makes Hattie there. And then there's a fight between Hattie and Greeny. Oh, it's because I put Tiny here. I put Tiny here. That's what happened. It was supposed to be Greeny who had a fight with Hattie. And yes, there we go. Okay, I put... Wait, no? What? Wait, I'm confused now.
Haiti
Oops.
murders father. Tiny murders brother to avenge his father.
Wait, what? Why is he pushing him off? Oh, is it because Hades a negative Nancy? So it should be like this? I'm so confused. I'm your father. I'm your father. And then you have a fight with Greeny? Guys, my brain. My brain. So Tiny and Haiti are brothers because Haiti is a jerk. So the guy whose name... Wow. Imagine you're a parent and you name your child Haiti? Like hate? Just for them to be like a douchebag who hates everything. That's a little bit on the nose, isn't it? And then Tiny kills Haiti. There we go. Isn't most Shakespeare...
Haiti is murdered.
I think there were a few comedies, right? There was Midsummer's Night Dream. There's Twelfth Night. There's a lot of comedies. I remember when I was in high school, my English teacher took the class to go watch a Shakespeare play. And the play itself was Twelfth Night. I think it was Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night was the one with the cross-dressing girl, right? The one... I'm pretty sure. I think her name was like Viola or something. But we went to go watch that, and then the bath scene came. So you just have all of these half-naked actors in front of a bunch of high schoolers. And then, of course, something happened, and all of them dropped their towels and ran. I was shook. I was shook! The amount of screaming coming from the gallery. Basically, the way it works is that in the past, if there was a sad ending, it was a tragedy. If there's a happy ending, they called it a comedy. Even though it's not funny, so long as there's a happy ending, they would call it a comedy. So even though, Twelfth Night had some funny moments, I think like just if there was a happy ending, they would call it a comedy back then. But Shakespeare did have some very, very funny lines. His most famous works are tragedy? I think so. Haiti is murdered by his daughter. I wish it would just tell me who was who. So I'm gonna say family. Haiti is Peachy's father. And then his daughter witnesses... Okay, or maybe... family Peachy. Bluey, I am your father. And then she witnesses Haiti in love with, I don't know, Greenie, and she's mad, so she yeets Haiti off a cliff. There we go! But he was just protecting her. Oh, you jerk. Oh, this is suddenly a tragedy. He was just protecting her. No. What was he doing to protect her, though? How? But he was just protecting her. How do you protect someone by having an affair? I never thought I was going to say those words. Like, was she about to get hurt by... No? I am your father. Where does the seance come into play? Right? I'm so curious. Like, can I... Okay, first of all, how many characters are there? There is Haiti, who is the father. She sees her father having an affair. Why is he... Wait, why is she suddenly happy about that? Um, where is it? I am your father. An affair. She, her, these two are in love. But what if he was actually in love with her? So like, that? Oh shoot. No. Do I have any dads in chat? What is going to what in what scenario would this be protecting a daughter? Would he be protecting his daughter from someone she loves? So she loves someone. Okay, maybe not her own dad, but you know, she loves, let's say, Bluey. But Bluey was going to no. But Bluey is her parent. The one that she loves is going to hurt her, and you take him out. Okay, so how does this work? So she loves Bluey, and then, oh no, Bluey's your father. So then Bluey, no. So if Bluey's not gonna kick you off a cliff, Bluey fell in. Bluey's having an affair. Wait. So your father is witnessing this little love romance, and then he witnesses this. There we go. And then to protect his daughter, he's like, oh, hell no. And then goodbye. And then she goodbyes him. No? No, the seance. That's where the seance comes in. She's like, what the heck happened to my boyfriend? And then he's like, your dad did this to me. There we go. Oh my gosh, I thought it was like protecting, as in like, you know, physically protecting.
Tiny and Haiti wait forever.
Oh my god, are you serious? Looks like Say doesn't just have dad jokes. The actual dad is actually dadding. Okay, this one was easy, and then both leave and return. This one was Godot? 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 The parent one was Salome. I don't know those ones. But yes, this one was...
Tiny and Haiti wait forever.
If you search up what these stories are, Salome and Godot, let me know what that is.
Tiny and Haiti wait forever.
You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna switch around. You know, they're waiting forever, they might as well switch sides of the tree, you know? Look at me, I'm so nice. It's a book about waiting. Like, is the book just like this, but it just says wait on it? Wait. Oh, final chapter. Actually, before I go into the final chapter, I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. They wait for Godot, who thinks they will bring them salvation, but Godot never arrives. Satire. They were cooking in 1950s Ireland. What were they cooking other than potatoes? When was the potato famine? When was the potato famine? Oh, that was the 1850s. Oops. See, I didn't leave you guys hanging. I didn't leave you guys like Godot.
Edgar
Don't
murders
worry.
his wife.
This wasn't about to become a waiting stream. Yes. Edgar murders. Oh my goodness. Okay. He murders his wife. Shouldn't that be pretty simple? Like, he marries Lenora. And then... But then she wants to marry Edgar, but he doesn't want to marry her. So then she poisons the wine. Wait. And then he is distraught, but marries her. And then he finds out that she murdered... Wait. She murdered... And then he... There we go. This one was easy. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at murder.
Duke shoots detective to avoid prison.
Okay, so to avoid prison. So ballroom, the Duke kills... Wait, no. Okay, gun, Duke, no. Okay, this one's already hurting me. The Edgar? Does he hear the heartbeat? Wait, what's that a reference to, say? Oh, Edgar Allan Poe. To be honest, I don't think I read any of Edgar Allan Poe's stuff. I think I was supposed to, but I didn't. And by supposed to, I think they were supposed to, like, you know, change the curriculum. So, the Duke is in love with the Duchess. And then the Duchess... Okay, so there's going to be an affair. The Duke is in love with the Duchess. And then he is going to witness that the Duchess is in... And then gun. So he picks up the gun. And then he shoots the king, which is insane. And then he puts the gun away, because that's what usually happens. No, wait, he doesn't put the gun away. He keeps the gun. No. He keeps the gun, but he shoots the detective. No. How does he shoot the detective, though? Why does he shoot the detective, though? He puts the gun back. Huh. Do I need this panel? Maybe I can switch all of this over so I have an extra panel. And then... He gets the gun back and then shoots the detective. What? Okay, maybe not. Okay, so he's suspicious, so then he picks up the gun again. No? Mm. We're reading a lot of classics. What have I read? What have I read in? To Kill a Mockingbird, Lord of the Flies, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, Midsummer's Night Dream. I read that way back when though. I've actually never read 1984. I think a lot of classes did, but I think my class was the one that skipped it. You appreciate the classics? Classics sometimes have like really good stories. It's kind of like, you know, it's the same as like the Bible. The Bible had some awesome stories. Freaking like you just from Prince of Egypt, you can see how epic some of the stories were. But like I don't know, like reading it's not my thing. So sometimes reading like Spark Notes and stuff. You told your English teacher at the end of the year that oh well nothing that he can do about it as you're still getting the grades. Fahrenheit 451. No, I haven't. I think that was another one of the ones that I haven't read. No. Okay, that's okay, Bella. I've been there before. It's kind of embarrassing, but hey, you're here now. Oh my gosh, my model is lagging like no tomorrow. Okay, you know what? Time to refresh. Goodbye. Just gonna refresh this. There we go. There we go. I'm back. 1984, 451. Just yes. Wasn't it also like Animal Farm? I never read Animal Farm either. What else have I read? I've read what was that one? Shoot. There was like the one where some guy gets like sealed behind a brick wall. Something Monte Cristo? Was it Monte Cristo? Oh, the Cask of Amontillado. Oops. I mixed it up with the Cask of Amontillado. But yes, the Count of Monte Cristo is also a classic, but the one I read was the Cask of Amontillado. So technically, that I did read Edgar Allan Poe. So there. I did read Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, so I can say with confidence, yes, I have read Poe, The Castle of Amontillado. It's kind of a creepy story, isn't it? I mean, Poe is very good at writing creepy, but the whole, sealing someone up alive behind a wall. It's I think there are a few stories that are read by like high schoolers and like maybe even younger that kind of scars people. The girl with the green ribbon, the Castle of Amontillado, the lottery. Like all of them are kind of creepy. Like, are you sure you should be having children read this? Kind of creepy. Maybe someone's witnessing this. The the detective is witnessing this. And then he hears the detective tell the Duchess. So he hears him tell the Duchess, and he's like, "Oh no!" And then so he kills the detective. There we go. The telltale heart is about a murder, and the guy hides the body in the floorboards. So oh, that's creepy. I like that. See, I can't watch horror, but if I read it, oh my, I love reading scary stories. I can't experience it myself, but I love reading it.
Unfaithful husband punished.
As he should be. I definitely will. Oh, what the heck? Oops. There we go. I think I definitely will read up on the Telltale Hearts. That's my kind of creepy. I love that. Okay, unfaithful husband. So you have the prince and Snow White are in love. Oh, what the heck? Is he gonna marry? And then she, or actually, no. Let's do this. Hmm. And then maybe she sees. No. Where? Unfaithful husband. So they're married. Kissy. Or maybe he's being unfaithful, like, oh, you dog. No, that's rude to dogs. Um. So she turns into a witch, and then meets up with him in the forest. But he's like, nah. Maybe no. Kissy? That's rude. Listen, I can't be using precious puppy dogs to insult people. Because then, like, don't they usually say that about, like, you know, men who step out on their significant others? It's like, or like, you know, playboys and stuff. Isn't that what they usually call men? Like, they go like, "Oh, you dog," or whatever. It's true. Yeah, exactly. How am I gonna get her to know that these two are a thing? How do I? You know, I've been seeing, speaking of like spooky stories, like I mentioned the girl with the green ribbon. I think I saw somewhere that people were saying how it was like the creepiest story they read as a child. And like, to be honest, I actually didn't find it super creepy as a child. Have you guys read it? It's like, it's literally a picture book. The mirror solves a lot of problems. The mirror solves a lot of problems. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the mirror was the one that was like telling her like, hey, so your hubby is unfaithful. But I don't know how to get there. So she is married to the prince. But how do I get the mirror to say something? Coraline? Yes, I did. Unfaithful husband. Okay, or maybe we start off with these two. Oh wait, no. I think I get it. Because the mirror likes Snow White, it's probably gonna tell on the witch to Snow White, right? Like that? Is that what's gonna happen? Is no? But you can't. Be a player. He is. I just don't know how I'm supposed to get there. Kissy kiss. Oh, no kissy kissy. I wish I had a snack. I do have a snack. Forgot I had a snack. There. The order I replaced them in was the problem. I can see that. Or maybe not this. See, I thought it was just gonna be this. Where I thought it was gonna be something like So maybe it is the... So these two are married. Oh shoot, wrong thing. These two are married. This jerk kisses Snow White. And then maybe this is the mirror telling on... Because remember last time, I misunderstood what the bubble meant. So maybe instead of the mirror saying, I love Snow White, this means like, oh, Snow White kiss your guy. Snow White kissed your guy. And then she's like, oh, you jerk. And then turns into that. And then in the forest, she turns him in... Wait. In the forest, she turns him into a frog. What? No? Okay. Okay, if she's not, then how about Snow White? Okay, but how does this punish him? How did she turn him into a frog last time? She was mad that he rejected her because he was married to Snow White. So maybe this? Like that? And then this? But at this point, he's not her husband. That's the problem. The problem is that the story says unfaithful husband. No! Okay. So so what you're saying is that he kisses her and then she finds out he's married and then she turns him into a frog. But no, because she's still in love with him. So that doesn't work. I need to turn on the light. I need to turn on the light in my head as well. Okay. Do we have to have him marry the princess first? Like this? No, because... no, because then she's still in love with him. I don't think that will work because I feel like the witch is the only one who can quote-unquote punish him, you know? I don't know what punish means because I think punish is like turn you into a frog. Because there's no cliff or anything in this one. So she turns her into a frog. No? What? Wait, now the mirror likes the prince? What would happen with the princess and the children? Nothing, apparently. Nothing, apparently. And then the prince kisses Snow White? No. No, because the prince, in order to kiss the frog, the prince needs to know that it is the frog. And then he kisses Snow White. And then what? The witch? These... Oh! Wait, this kind of makes sense, I think, right? So she's married to the prince. The mirror's like, no, Snow White's hotter than you. So then she turns Snow White into a frog. And then the frog meets up with the prince and they kiss. And then the witch finds out that these two kissed because how else would she have turned back into a human if, she didn't. I mean, it's kind of a stretch to have the witch go like, you kissed specifically my husband. Out of all the men in the world, you kissed my husband to turn back into human. But so she finds out that these two kissed. Wait, can I put him here? No. So she finds out these two kissed because of the frog. And then... Oh, wait, shoot. And then she also turns him into a frog? Oh my god. Oh my god. This part was the part that was tripping me up. I think. Or maybe... No, it was this part that was tripping me up. Because, like, how... What? How the heck is the frog saying that I'm the Snow White?
Knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair.
This is a isekai kind of title. You would have never guessed that. I was just throwing random things in and hoping something sticks. Okay, so the knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair. So he witnesses these two. Add two titles. The loyal knight and the beautiful maid murder the monarchs and have an... How the loyal knight and the murderous maid murder the monarchs and have an affair and end up ruling the kingdom for 7,000 years until the next hero gets isekai'd in and avenges the monarchs by killing the knight and the maid. 700 chapters. Turned into an anime. With a live-action adaptation. I couldn't tell you what it would be about. Okay, but... Affair. Okay, so these two are having an affair. Never mind. Dang. Okay then. So he witnesses the king and the maid having an affair. And then he yeets the king off a cliff. And then he kidnaps... No. He kidnaps the queen? No. Oh boy. My brain. My brain go owie owie. I feel like this one's probably really convoluted, just like the last one. What were the chapter names for this? Mad Husband, Loose End, Vindictive Wife, and Love Revolution.
Knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair.
Okay, so maybe he kidnaps... No, but then that would mean that this guy dies. I don't want him to die. He can't die. And then maybe she witnesses the queen and him have no. Ooh, maybe he lets this one down and then she ends up putting him there. And then maybe she lets him down. And then these two end up falling in love. Oh no. Hmm. Hmm. He... Oh shoot. No, wrong. He witnesses all of this happening. And then... So he ends up... pushing her off a cliff. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm getting so confused right now. So... Mind wipe. Mind wipe. Mind wipe. He sees the king having an affair with the maid, and because he loves the queen, he kidnaps the king. The queen comes to his rescue, not knowing that he's having an affair, and he's all like, the knight did it! So she kidnaps the knight as revenge for her husband. And the maid saves the... This is just a circle, isn't it? And then she saves him, and she's like, the queen did it! And then... because he was locked up by the queen, he no longer loves her and gets thrown off a cliff. Which leaves me with these three. But these two aren't together because he still needs to die. So he also kills the king, and now these two can be together. Wait, why isn't this working? Doesn't this make sense? Or does the maid have to kill someone too? No. Maybe the maid... No? Why? Why? Not a solo mission? But the maid won't kill anyone. See? She's refusing to kill someone. So how do I get the maid to kill someone? He's witnessing these two having an affair. So he locks up the king. And then the queen lets him down. And then locks up the knight. Is it because... Why? But then he tells the maid that, hey, I was locked up by the queen. So shouldn't the maid be willing to off the queen because she now knows that the queen was going to lock him up? Isn't that how it works? Maybe the queen's watching? What's the maid's motive? I don't know. I figured like if the maid... Oops. If the maid... I guess the maid doesn't really have a motive. Because then like she's letting the knight down, but she doesn't have like a romantic interest in the knight to take revenge, I guess. So if maybe instead the queen's watching, and then the queen kidnaps her husband, and then the maid lets down the king. And then what though? My brain's not braining. So the queen locks up the king, but because the maid loves the knight. The maid loves the king. She lets him down, and now she's mad at the queen. So she's mad at the queen, which means she's more willing to kick the queen off now. And now... But where does this all go? Maybe she then kidnaps the queen? Or maybe he kidnaps the queen? You know, as a revenge. First you lock me up, now I lock you up. And then the knight brings you down? So now they both have a vendetta, right? Right? And then my brain is actually hurting. So he kills the king. And then she kills the queen. And then they fall in love? What the heck? Okay. My brain, hold up. I need a break. I need to take a sip of water. This is the most twisted sort of What? Wait, sorry. I need to refigure this out myself. She watches these two fall in love, having an affair. So she locks up the king. And the maid, who is in love with the king, lets him down. And then, clearly I can't have the maid lock up the queen, because the queen would accuse the maid, which wouldn't have a good ending for these two. So the king locks up the queen. And she tattles on him to him, and these two end up killing their respective monarchs? Oh my goodness. Okay.
The ceremony.
The ceremony. Oh. Oh. There we go. I'm getting King Arthur'd. Woo! Bow to me, peasants.
Marvelous. Throughout these pages, you created tales of love, ambition, intrigue, and vengeance. You have proven yourself worthy of the crown and the title of Storyteller. Now, it is time to close this book, ponder about the possibilities of the future, and go fill the pages of your own story.
Is that it? Oh, shoot. What is that?
Secret Stamp Collection.
Romeo and Juliet? Werther? By Goethe? Macabre. Isabel laughs at a tombstone? Wait. Lenora falls asleep? Age difference? Young dog, old man meets young man, old dog keeps. What? What is End of time? Batrachian affair, frogs kissing? Wait, do I have these, or are these like, do I have to receive these? Oh, I remember these! Six what? What? Go back. 66%. 66%. Oops. I clicked oopsie. Hold on. One moment. Okay. Uh the last straw. Wait. Wait, what is this? Oh, they're hit. Oh, hold up. Oh, there are hidden chapters. Okay, let's get this done. Chapter 1, heartbreak. Heartbreak. Oh, the devil makes everyone miserable? What does that mean? What does this mean? The Library of Babel? That's the isn't the Tower of Babel like the one with like all the languages? So these two are in love. And then okay, this was what it was. Wait, shoot. How do I how do I make people miserable? Can I just okay, so what? So if this is like this, which means oh, he's acting like they're dead. He's making up a fake tombstone. Okay. Jeez Louise. Right here. Grief. Spouses reject each other. Spouses reject each other. So maybe love? No? How do I get spouses to reject each other? I think it was like this before. And then these two had gotten married. How do I get them to reject each other? Ooh, like this maybe? Like this? I need another frame. I need another frame. Hold up. Tower Babel, tower to reach the skies. Oh, so I mixed the two of them up. I mixed up the tower and the library. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so how do I get them to reject? Oh wait, I want. How do I get them to reject? So they're heartbroken. Unless this is like it was before, which is like the same person marries the same person over and over and over again, you know? So maybe that, and then he marries someone else, and then this person also dies, allegedly, and then no? Huh. also dies, and then or allegedly dies, and then he marries them, and then do these two? Oh, shoot! I honestly shouldn't even be surprised. Oh, shoot, do you not hear? Hold up. Thank you for letting me know. There, is that can you hear this now? There, can you hear this now? There.
Spouses reject each other.
All good. Okay. So, it's clearly not this because I just got an achievement for these two finding out that they're married to the same guy. So maybe then they confront him? No. Or does he marry someone else? But his spouses reject each other. Spouses. So maybe this? Okay, clearly not. So he's married to Isabel. And then the devil makes him think that Isabel died, so he marries Lenora. And then Lenora thinks that Edgar died. Where does Bernard come into this? And then he is trying to marry Isabel? Does that mean... But this doesn't make sense for... No. How do I get her to reject someone? Who exactly is he rejecting? Hello? Or does this mean that Isabel... Because I think Isabel also needs to love someone. But no. Maybe this? Wait, how does this work? Pause. Wait, what? How does this work? So he marries Isabel. He thinks that Isabel died, so he marries Lenora. And then, meanwhile, on the opposite side of the world, the devil makes Isabel think that Edgar died, so she marries Bernard. And they meet up again. And then they reject each other because they... Oh, they both got remarried. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. The drama. I can't make this up if I tried.
Everyone dies sad.
Can't make this up if I tried. Everyone dies sad. So I'm guessing I have to make everyone think that each other died. So he thinks that they died, and then she remarries Bernard, and then thinks that he died, and then he... Oh shoot, no. And then they die? Or maybe... There we go. And then... How do I make them all dead, though? Like, how do I kill them, though? You have to save some panels for them actually dying? Wait, they have to actually die? Wait, isn't it... So 3 panels is them already dying, allegedly. So 1, 2, 3. Let's say Edgar, Lenora, and Bernard. I feel like these are also death, but I feel like the devil has something to do with it. You can figure out how Edgar and Lenora die sad? Well, Lenora dies... Wait. Why would Edgar die sad if he was, you know, like maybe it's this? And then maybe this? So at least the... Now both of them are sad. How does Bernard come in? Like, Bernard really has nothing... This? Where does Bernard come into play? Wedding? He marries the devil? No. Oh! Oh shoot, I just grabbed someone random. There we go. So these two are married. The devil thinks that Lenora is dead, so he's heartbroken. Meanwhile, Bernard has a crush on Lenora and is trying to marry her, but she's like no, so he's heartbroken. And then Edgar dies for some reason. And then she's heartbroken, so now they're all dead.
Whole heart. Haunted for murder.
Wanted for murder. How do I... Okay, so haunted for murder. Wedding between these two. First of all, I need to figure out what the devil does here. Oh, what the heck? What does the devil do here? Okay, nothing. What does the devil do here? Nothing. Okay, so this... Ew. So there's death. Lenora. So she drinks poison, and then he sees that she is dead. But I mean, she's actually dead. And then he drinks. This is the same. Wait, this is the same story that I just did, like for double poison. So clearly not. Wait, can this continue? Like, what is... What happens with if he drinks the poison? Haunted for murder. Oh, how do I get like this? No, but she needs to die first. She dies. He's depressed. So he drinks flaming alcohol? Where does the murder come into play? What is he doing here? Like, because usually when people are drinking poison... Okay. What does he do? Oh, shoot! Wait. Murder. So... Does this happen? Oh, shoot! No. This one? Oh, shoot! What? I don't think that's... Is this considered murder? I mean, I guess so. Was he breathing fire? Because the devil set the poison on fire, but he's still drinking the poison? This is... You see this and you're still drinking this? I'm sorry, what? But also, how are you still alive to breathe fire here? Because, like, not only are you drinking poison, but now you're drinking flaming poison, and yet you're still alive enough to go through these two panels? Brilliant. Duplicity.
Heartbroken frog.
A heartbroken frog. So the witch turns into a beautiful woman. Kiss. Okay, first of all, I need to figure out... Okay, first of all, I need to figure out what the devil does in these. What the devil? Kiss? Okay, that's kind of boring. Okay, so he's pouring frog juice into that. So wait, can I? Because then I think one of the hidden achievements was the frogs kissing. Oh man. Wait, how do I get the frogs to kiss again? I think I can do this. And then she changes back here, and then that. And then they kiss. How does this work? You breathe out the poison with the fire? I guess that makes sense. Heartbroken frog. I would assume that heartbroken frog means like this? So then she... I mean, wouldn't she be heartbroken? I don't know. Maybe it's more simple than this. Maybe instead of this, we go straight for the kiss. Because if I remember correctly, kissing gives heartbroken. No? Okay, maybe not. I guess this would be too easy, huh? Or maybe she tried to kiss the prince before, but he wasn't having it, so then she tried to kiss... No? These two? What the heck? Oh, because she had to be in love with him first. I was gonna have her turn into a beautiful woman if this didn't work. So it doesn't matter that he's not in love. She just has to have her heart broken. The prince doesn't matter. It's like what Disney showed us in the very beginning. The princes don't matter.
The manor.
I feel like these puzzles...
Butler gets shot.
Okay, the butler gets shot. The butler gets shot. How would the butler get shot? Someone gets arrested. The butler gets shot. Okay, but I can't put anyone behind there. Okay, so maybe this, and then maybe the butler puts it back, and then... No. Okay, first of all, what does this guy do? Oh! Okay, so maybe this. And then the butler picks up this gun, and then pow! And then the devil puts the gun back, and the Duchess picks up the gun and then shoots the butler. There we go. This one feels more easy and more intuitive than all the other ones. I am Kokoro Mori. Just call me Kokoro Mori.
Intrigue.
That one was so much easier. Maybe I'm just made for murder. Oh my goodness. I'm frozen again. Brilliant. Hold up. There we go. I think I'm just made for murder. Revenge.
Duke shoots his wife.
The Duke shoots his wife. So maybe... There's the ballroom. Okay, first of all, what does the devil do? Oh, the Duke shoots his wife. So maybe he sees the devil, so then he runs for the gun to shoot the portrait, and then the wife goes back over here, and then the Duke... There we go! Right there. See, murder's easy.
Adam dies twice.
Okay. So he revives. I guess I'm just good at murder. One of these days. One of these days. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Okay. Judgment. Okay. Tempt. Oh, tempt, and then Adam eats it again because he thinks it's like whatever. There we go. See? Death. Death comes easy. Death is easy. It's living that's hard.
They all die.
Oh, that's easy. See? Dying's easy. Hold up. I think. How do they all die, though? How do I get them to all die at once, though? How do I get them to all die?
Okay.
And then... There we go. There we go. Oh, interesting. So this, water, water, chop, and then there. See? Easy. Easy peasy. Okay, the last straw.
Night imprisons queen.
I can only do things if there's death involved. This is Detective Conan all over again. The knight imprisons the queen. Hold on. No. Execute? Okay. And then kidnap. What does the kidnap do? I don't think this one's gonna be very easy because this one has death in it. This one doesn't have death in it. Yeah, exactly. It's an imprison, not a murder. So, oh goodness. The knight imprisons the queen. So, imprisons the queen. The knight imprisons the queen. So it's gotta be something like this. Oh my gosh. This? No. Throne? This one's complicated. What the heck? There's only 3 characters, but... That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know how. Like if I go here. Here. So imprisons the queen. And he's all like, no, we must save the queen or something. And then so then he lets the queen go and says that it's the devil. So then they go and they head to the throne room where she picks up her crown, and then she executes the devil. Or he's like, what happened to the queen? And then he finds out that, I don't know, like the queen died, so he's heartbroken. And then you're not sure of see See, I tried that. I tried to have the devil let the queen go, and then have the knight go like, "Oh, you're not the real queen. The queen's dead," you know? And then he imprisons it. But yeah, exactly. Thinks that she's a fake. But I don't know. Hmm. Or it could be something like this. So he's now on the throne, and then huh. I feel like it's gotta be something here. The knight imprisons the queen. Mm. I feel like this has to be something, right? Because like, why would this be a thing? Does the queen have to imprison him first? The knight? But she has no reason because like she loves the knight.
There.
Oh,
Frustration.
nice! Another hidden achievement. No. No. How does she imprison? So he's the king. And then they're in love. The devil imprisons the queen. And then the knight lets the queen go. And then she regains her crown. And then they marry. No, I don't have to use all the panels to solve the puzzles. I can do it with less panels if possible. How though? What if I swap that? Wait, why did I swap that? So this is for the queen. But the queen didn't take her crown back yet. And she wants the crown over marrying it. Wait, wasn't it a whole thing where she loves the crown? Like she refuses, yeah, see, like no matter what, she loves the crown, so she wouldn't marry him. Yeah, she's not gonna marry him even though he saved her life. So wasn't there, hold up, wasn't there
The king. Double execution. 3 heads. Rags to royalty.
Hold up. He locks her up because she said no to him.
The man. Crown.
Where is it? Stellar Versions, Broken Heart. Where? Which chapter was the one with the queen? Poison, competition, murder in the manor, crown intrigue.
Ford.
No.
The queen is rescued.
Usurpers?
Everyone sits on the throne.
No. Forgiven?
Usurper is forgiven.
Right, see? She hates people who have the crown.
The queen marries.
Huh.
The
He
manor.
locks her up because she said, let me see. He executed the night. Yeah, exactly. I remember that. So maybe that's what I have to do.
The ceremony.
Maybe that's what I have to do.
Night
So
imprisons queen.
she's imprisoned, and then, but he's not gonna take the crown. He's not gonna take the crown unless she's dead. So kill her, and then he's depressed, and then he rescue her. See, she's mad. She's mad because even though even though he rescues her, she's mad. And she's all squinty-eyed. And then he is going to execute the devil? No. No, she's mad, so she tries to execute the knight. But he's dead. Oh, this is where this comes in, because he's holding this up. So even though she orders the execution, and then... No. And... Say you're a genius. Perfect. So, the devil imprisons the queen, so she loses her crown. He's heartbroken now, because the devil's now making him think that the queen's dead. And then... So he takes the crown because he thinks that she's dead. But then he finds her and rescues her, and she's being all mean about it because you stole my crown, even though like he saved her life. And they get married so that she can have the crown back. But she's still mad about the whole crown thing. So she wants to execute him because that's what happened last time, right? I think there was like a panel where she tries to... Anyways, but the devil knows this, so he holds up the thing. So even though she orders the execution, it doesn't happen. And then he imprisons her for trying to murder him. Yeah. And then...
Ceremony.
Woohoo!
Epilogue.
And then... Is there more?
Secret.
Yippee! Dang, this is a really old book. December 524 BC. Nothing. April 12th, 1595, William Shakespeare. Oops. June 30th, 1812. Is that the Grimm brothers? The Grimm brothers? April 2nd, 1841, Poe. 1886, Doyle. 1889, I can't pronounce it. Friedrich Nietzsche. 1896, Bram Stoker. 1940, I can't pronounce this one. Jan Bennett? Anyways, that was... Oh. I don't know what the last one... 76%? The heck? Oh, does it mean by 76% because of the stamps?
Secret stamp collection.
Romeo and Juliet. Let's try.
The cellar. Lenora drinks poison. Haunted for murder.
Romeo and Juliet. Let's try switching this one up. Well, technically they're not really married, but then he makes her think, so then he drinks poison, and then so he's dead, and then Lenora's all, oh wait, no, right here. And so Lenora's sad, and then she drinks poison, and now she's dead. What? Isn't this the story of Romeo and Juliet? Wasn't this the story of Romeo and Juliet? I thought I got it. Maybe I don't know the story of Romeo and Juliet.
Secret stamp collection.
Juliet didn't die the first time? Yeah, but that's why...
Isabel is haunted.
But that's why I
for
put it
murder.
so like the devil makes it seem like she's dead, but she's not. Maybe it's the other way around? Here? Like this? I thought that was the story of Romeo and Juliet. Which is, you know, everyone dies at the end because they all drink poison. Right? Uh... So Romeo dies first. Yeah, so Romeo's supposed to think that Juliet died. So then he drinks poison. And then Lenora is supposed to drink poison after. And then, you know, she's supposed to be dead. He's supposed to be dead. Okay, so she's supposed to actually... Right. She dies. He's heartbroken. And then drinks poison. And then she revives. And then finds him dead. So then she drinks poison. Ah!
Romeo and Juliet.
There we go. There we go.
Secret stamp collection.
Okay, I don't know anything about Werther. Macabre. Isabel laughs at someone's death.
Life.
Isabel laughs at someone's death.
Spouses reject each other.
Why does she laugh at someone's death?
Spouses reject each other.
Why? Why does Isabel laugh at someone's death? Hmm. Does she laugh because, like... How does she laugh? Why does she laugh? Hmm. Maybe I don't know. Let's see what other ones are easy enough for me to do. Lenora falls asleep. Age difference. Young dog, old man meets young man, old dog. End of time. Frogs kissing.
Epilogue.
I might be able to do frogs kissing. Okay, this one is the frogs. So maybe I can do frogs kissing here.
Heartbroken curse his lift. Heartbroken frog.
Okay, so maybe this one. Hold up. Kissing frogs. Oh wait, no, I need a cauldron for that. Dang it. So maybe I have to go to the very end. Here.
Knight, knight and maid, unfaithful husband.
Which one was the one with the freaking...
Drama. They
No.
all. Haiti is murdered by Tiny.
Where's the...
murders
No.
brother to avenge
Kind of wish that they would show us like the...
monsters.
Where was it?
The
Okay, this one?
beauty.
Duplicity?
Heartbroken frog. Tiny gets a kiss.
Maybe it's this one?
Heartbroken frog.
Okay, so kisses... Frogs kissing. So... In the forest... Okay, so he rejects her. She gets mad and turns him into a frog. And then he's messing with the cauldron. And she turns into a frog. And in the forest, these two meet up. And they're talking about this. And then... That was easy!
Drakian affair.
That was easy. I just need to find the right page to do it on.
Secret stamp collection.
The witch removes curse from prince. Easy, and no murder involved, right? Mutual ghost haunt. I think I can do that. I just need to find one where a lot of people die. With a lot of pages.
Whole heartbroken dog dies happy.
Wait, wasn't one of them like young dog meets old man? Hold up. Well, I need death.
Heartbroken spouses are reunited.
Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. The king and queen catch each other having an affair. Queen marries the maid. Queen and knight ghost love, and baron marries the knight. What?
This Edgar, heartbroken spouses, everyone dies sad.
Maybe I just need to kill everyone. Everyone is gonna die. No? Okay. Okay, where's the one I need for the king, the baron, the knight, the everyone? This one.
The queen marries. Usurper is... Everyone sits on the throne.
Yeah, see, I think I need this level 666. Yes, there we go.
Imprisons queen.
I need
Knight
the
and maid murder the monarchs.
So I need the king and queen catching each other having an affair. So let's get rid of all of this. Let's do the knight. And then affair has to catch her with the knight. Ooh, actually, so then he imprisons the queen, and then the knight brings her back down. Wait, no? Well, let's do this instead. No? Okay. So these two are having an affair. The queen catches them and brings them up. And then the maid rescues. And then this. And then now he catches these two having enough. There we go. I'm so good at this. And then what else was there? Queen and knight ghost love story. Queen marries maid. Jeez.
Novels. Knight imprisons.
Okay, I need the queen.
Knight and maid. Unfaithful husband punish. Knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair.
I need... what did you miss? You missed me having these two catching each other in an affair.
Unfaithful husband. Duke shoots detective. Edgar murders his wife.
Howling at the moon. 2 statues of ash. Oh, I can do that. I think that one would be pretty easy. 2 statues of ash. I need the one of revelations. Manner, crown intrigue, secret, justice, Genesis.
Adam dies twice.
Oh look, my model keeps freezing. Hold up. Be right back. Okay. Oh, I'm still frozen. Oh well. I'll be a PNG for now. 2 mounds of ash. How am I supposed to have 2 mounds of ash? There we go. 2 statues of ash. See, some of these achievements are so easy and other ones are not. Adam and Eve get digested?
Adam dies twice.
There we go. The snake laughs at Adam and Eve. See, some of these are so easy. What the heck? Affair with cousin? Adam? Eve yells at Adam.
Adam
Eve yells at
dies
Adam.
twice.
Maybe not.
Adam watches
Adam,
his love
Eve yells at
die.
Adam.
Adam dies twice.
Okay, but like I need another scene for them to die.
Adam
I mean, not
watches
die.
his love die.
And then Eve yells at... No? So maybe there's judgment. There we go. And then... Tempt. And then... Revive him. And then... Eve yells at... No? Okay, never mind then. Maybe this one's not that easy. I'm just trying to do all the easy ones right now. The maid murders the knight. I think I can do that one. I think I can do maid murders the knight.
Knight.
Over here, I think.
Knight and maid murder the monarchs and have an affair.
Okay, I think I can do this. So she, I remember. I think if I remember this story correctly, there we go, and then 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 oops. There we go, and then there we no. Okay. Maybe I don't know what's going on. Okay, maybe it's this. This. And then the maid lets him go again. And then... There we go! Man, this cage is getting a lot of use from the monarchs. They'll do anything except get a divorce. A community cage. Except it seems like the only people who are in there are the monarchs.
Novels.
Monsters. Okay, werewolf.
Bernard drinks poison.
I need some howling at the moon. How do you howl at the moon? No? How do you howl at the moon? The dark side of the moon.
Queen gets Baron arrested.
I'm chasing for us till the hunt arrives. Queen marries the dragon.
Monsters. Queen
They
gets
sent me
Baron
daughters.
arrested. Pet comes back to
For
drop. The
okay. Vindictive wife. Loose end?
Duke shoots
No.
detective. Edgar murders.
No. Narcissist?
Haiti is
Which one has...
murder's brother.
I don't remember. I wish it would just tell me which chapter it was.
Queen gets Baron cured of. Queen gets Baron. Pet comes back to life. To Bernard drinks poison.
I wish it would just tell me which chapter it was. Haha.
Justice. Novel. Edgar murder. Duke shoots detective. Unfaithful husband. Night.
Okay, I guess not. Oh well.
Night.
Oh well, I might as well end it here because I don't know. I don't know where to get any of this. And honestly, flipping back and forth is driving me insane.
Secret stamp collection.
But hey, I got some of the stamps, which is awesome. What the heck is this supposed to be? A pile of doo-doo? Anyways, there we go. I think this is going to be my last storyteller stream because I mean I'm done all the main stories. So I think this is going to be it. Definitely guide material there. The thing is, I don't even mind doing it myself. I just need someone to tell me which stages they are. Because having to figure out which stage it is in order to complete the achievements is kind of wild. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I think that Storyteller's fun. I hope they come out with new stages. I don't think so because they already basically ended the book. Look at the guide. See, hey, if I can get that, maybe I'll have like my sister do that for me. Like look up a guide and tell me which stage it is, and then maybe I'll make it like a segment of a future stream. Because Storyteller is really fun. I just don't want to be the one flipping back and forth. But yeah, Storyteller, a lot of fun. The stories were insane. I'm a lot better at murder than I was expecting, but you know, it is what it is. What is that thing where it's like, the people who know how to solve murders are better at hiding murders? So so maybe that's where it's coming from. I don't know. Who knows? But if anything, I plead the fifth. We don't even have that here in Canada, I don't think, but I plead the fifth. But yeah, Storyteller, a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. The stories were fun, insane. And honestly, if they come out with another one, I would buy it and I would play it. Anyways, that's it. That's going to be me for today. Thank you guys for spending time with me. I'm so glad I started stream early. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night, evening, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.